Choke, no joke. Chicky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicky choke, no joke. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. I'm live, baby. You already know how we do. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday, even on the day when we got some breaking news. We got some breaking news. We got some breaking news in the Tupac case. Pac, we got some breaking news, Pac. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Pac and Big. You know what I mean? Choke, no joke. We are live and direct. You already know. I'm here with the update in the Tupac, Dwayne Davis, Keefe D trial. All right? Shout out. I'm still getting over my little cold, y'all. Shout out Michelle Frizzy, first in the building. Good afternoon to you, Michelle Frizzy. My fellow Americans, salute. Was good. The Jenny in the building. True Magic TV, what up? Terror, what up? Keon Duncan, what up? Big Dre Barnes, what up? CC Crippen, West Side. CC Crippen in the building. Shout out to my man Paul Ramona. You know what I mean? Those who support me a lot. My man Verse. Choke, no joke. We in the building. Shout out to my new subscribers. Shout out to those who just subscribed to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Ryan. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Carol. Shout out Harry Neal. Nataria Walker. WVG 103. Shout out Goldmouth. Shout out Miss Carolyn Hardwick, The Leap of Faith. Shout out Simone Iguanavine. Shout out Simone. Shout out to Mark. All right. And Terry Payton. All my new subscribers over the last few days, over the last week. I appreciate y'all for the support. Appreciate y'all for the support. Ain't nothing but a push of a button. You dig? Choke, no joke. I'm in the building. Like I said, we got some breaking news in the Tupac case. Also, I want to touch on the BET Awards. What else do we want to touch on? Something else I had to touch on. Oh, yeah. Young Miami and Papoose, Clarissa, few things. But choke, no joke, you already know we in the building. You know how we do. Truth be told, all day, every day. I know I'm a little early tonight, but we going to get right into it, all right? Let's get to it. Choke, no joke, I'm live, y'all. Make sure y'all share this video to your favorite Tupac people that might miss this. They don't want to miss this. And we're going to get right into it, all right? Choke. What?
Jack Brown.
Jam, baby.
You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Never did I think hip-hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind Mars or Kells. Penitentiary scars. The Man Act. Is it going too far? Back. Y'all industry rats. Y'all whack. That's 100. Or Pyro. You'll be trapped like Pac. The go viral. Gene saw the nuts of gyro. At the freak off and Diddy too. But plug shopper, freak door stopper. Nigga, you don't know if you a criminal or a cop. But you're next to be locked. Ask Keefe D. Telling on yourself on Vlad TV. You dumb nigga, right? You never be me. And I never be you too. Telling on you too. Sitting on the step, giving up myself. What the fuck I look like? My name G-Dap. Comb legacy doom. Will the bad boy see time like loan? Your extortion fell through. You friended no one like the moon. What did you do? Sat back and watch him get groomed. Only badge in the room. You and wifey, drunk same lane. Yeah, that did he let hang. And now he chain gang. Damn, you rocked him, fella, didn't you? For the mozzarella, did it for Wolf and his mother, D-Ferg and Kurt Burrow. Nah, nigga, you did it cause your ass ain't thorough. And you ain't from the boroughs. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. This one's for the whole earth, you know, when they get disrespectful. I just go to the booth and kick the truth to the young black youth. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. Keep on hating, you know what it is.
Choke, no joke, chickie, choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chickie, choke, no joke. You know what it is. Hold on. So, several things I want to touch on tonight, right? Of course, as you know, Keefe D went to court today. Shout out to my man Paul for the support. I appreciate you as always, my brother. Paul in the building. Before I get into the Tupac thing real quick, let me matter of fact, hold on one sec. Yeah. So for those who just tuned in, the boy Keefe D went to court today. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go live on TikTok or Instagram. I'll do TikTok for a little while, then I'll go to Instagram. Right? What you call it? Keefe D went to court today. We're gonna get into that in a hot second, right? But I want to talk about the BET Awards real quick. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I'm not hating on Tiana Taylor. I got love for Tiana Taylor. I supported her whole career. You know, I interviewed her over the years a few times in support of promoting her and her brand. Way back in her modeling days, way before she signed to Pharrell, you know, all that, right? Tiana Taylor is having a great run right now. I give her that. You know, over the years, she put out some good music. Nothing multi-platinum status. Uh, I wouldn't say that she has a major hit record that everybody knows out there, but she do have some good music, right? I support all her music. I got all her albums, right? Movies. She's done some good movies. You know, she even won the Golden Globe more recently for the role she played with that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I saw that movie too. Was she good in it? Yeah. Was it Angela Bassett and What's Love Got to Do with It? No. Was it Jamie Foxx and Ray? No. Right? But she did good. However, the point that I'm making is this. I'm not hating, and y'all tell me if y'all think I'm hating or I'm being realistic. BET gave Tiana Taylor an Icon Award, right? Me personally, I think that's a little premature. Do anybody agree with me? And if you disagree, I'll still love you. You know what I'm saying? You'll still be my favorite subscriber, membershipper, person that down with the choke no jokesters, or just a loyal watcher. But do you agree to me with me that Tiana Taylor getting an Icon Award was very, very premature? Now, BET, I'm gonna tell you other people BET gave Icon Awards because I worked at BET for years, right? Whitney Houston got an Icon Award from the BET Awards. Do you see Tiana Taylor having the career that Whitney Houston had? Usher got an Icon Award. I believe Michael Jackson. Um, even Diddy got an Icon Award like 3 years ago, right? Tiana Taylor has not done what Diddy did. Outside of Diddy's sexual things, Diddy as a CEO, bringing Biggie, Craig Mack, Faith, 112, working with Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, um, having making the band, having a successful career himself. Like I could see Diddy being called an icon. I could see they didn't even BT didn't even give Angela Bassett an icon award. They did a Black Girls Rock, which ain't the BET Awards. Black Girls Rock is just some spinoff thing, right? But you telling me Tiana Taylor career holds up to Janet Jackson, who got an icon award. Like she get an icon award from BET before Angela Bassett? Really? You tell me what movie Tiana Taylor did that is better than Angela Bassett and What's Love Got to Do with it? And that's just one movie. I could name a bunch of Angela Bassett movies. Like, come on, bro. Then you got three icon awards in one night, right? Tiana Taylor's Icon of the Year. Sylvia Rome gets an Icon Award, and Lauryn Hill gets an Icon Award. Sylvia Rome and Lauryn Hill, to me, are validated and getting an Icon Award. You telling me that Tiana Taylor and Sylvia Rome mentioned in the same breath, you would think they got the same career. Sylvia Rome's the female Clive Davis. Sylvia Rome's like the female Berry Gordy. How do you compare the two? I don't even know no other female in the music business that was a label executive black that's in the same conversation with Sylvia Rome. Sylvia Rome go back to Anita Baker. When Anita Baker was popping, Tiana Taylor wasn't even born. So I'm just saying, I'm not hating on Tiana Taylor. I know she had a fabulous year, and I know that she's should be on it, and she was on it at the Golden Globes. Um, did she win some at the Oscars? If I'm not create, I don't know. She didn't win at the Oscars. That other lady won for weapons. But wait, did she win some at the Oscars? Hold on. Oh yeah, nah, she was nominated. She didn't win. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I'm just I'm not hating on. I love Tiana Taylor. Like I said, I support her 100%. But I don't think BET should have did that. I don't think she should have accepted that. She should have told him, "Yo, BET, I appreciate that, but it's a little premature. Let's do that in a couple of more years. Let me put some more on my resume and my portfolio of my career." Like, come on, man. Icon, Brandy just got an Icon Award. You telling me Tiana Taylor and Brandy had the same career in music and television and film? Like Brandy was Moesha. Moesha spun off to the Parkers and made a whole nother show just because that show was successful. Brandy was Cinderella. Like Brandy got stupid number one albums and multi-platinum sales. How are they them two both icons? I don't hear nobody out here saying that they was inspired and made it singing trying to be like Tiana Taylor. But you got women like Kalani that say that she followed Brandy's blueprint, this, that, and the third, and she's the Bible, the vocal Bible, and all this. How is Tiana Taylor and her mentioned in the same conversation? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. Um, but to each his own. I'm hating Melly, Melly, Melly. I'm hating. All right. You always gonna have somebody say you hating. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, still to each his own. Tiana Taylor, I still support her. That's my girl. Uh, is she an icon before Queen Latifah? Like, okay. I all right, to each his own, man. To each his own. Uh, Lauryn Hill, she had a great tribute and performance at the BET Awards. Um, I don't even think Denzel Washington got an icon award from the BET Awards. Another thing that I noticed at the BET Awards was that Jim Jones, Fabulous, Mano, Dave East, the Let's Talk About It podcast, aka the Squatters, was at the BET Awards, and I noticed that Max B and French Montana was at the BET Awards. I wonder if they ran into each other. But who's to say they could have ran into each other in New York already with all the time that's been passed. But if anybody was at the BET Awards and they seen Max B and Jim Jones and them together, let us know. We like to know if they had a conversation. Um, Drewski was a good host. I talked about that last night. Um, I saw a few performances. Ti, Cardi B. Cardi B. It's time to stop showing your butt so much. It's really. Um, I don't know if I'm over the BBLs. Um, I love Cardi B. She's attractive and everything, but I just don't want to keep seeing her big booty out. It's just for some real reason. It's really not appealing. It's not tasteful. Um, and it's distracting. It's just distracting at this point. I think she got dope music. I love her album. I listen to Cardi album more than any other album in the last 2 years. Um, I just it's just the booty is just distracting to this point now. I just really would like to see her perform. Um, Outside of that, in the BET Awards, I saw Papoose and Clarissa Shields. I think it's time for Papoose to let that woman go. I really do. I think Papoose might just go ahead and cut your losses, my nigga, because he don't be looking happy with when he's out with Clarissa Shields. Like the glow and the smile and the stuff that he used to have when he was out with Remy, it's like now it looks forced. Like, and let me tell you something. I'm a man, right? And I'm a man's man, right? Let me tell you something, ladies. When you out with your man and we walking with you and you put your arm up under your hand up under my arm and stuff because I'm not holding your hand, so you holding on to me like this. If I am not holding your hand, when you reach over like this, automatically the man's supposed to drop his or raise his arm up and grab the woman's hand and walk with her, right? Clarissa's just clenched on and papoose everywhere I see them. Like he just got his hand out. He don't even like put his hand, like grab her hand, put it down, and put it in his hand and walk with her. You know what I'm saying? Like when a man does that, and I'm telling you because I'm a man, the nigga, the energy is off. He don't want to hold your hand. He don't want to touch you. He is disgusted. And if you look at Papoose face when he's walking with her down that aisle and she's doing that, they playing that song, "Give It to Jesus," the Jesus, and she all hyped up like joking around. Papoose is so irritated. He is like, uh, uh, uh. Like you can see it in his face. That nigga's like, oh, will she just chill up out? Oh my god, I can't wait till we get home. Cause like, oh, she's so immature. Like you can just see it in his face. And she's all giddy and stuff. And this nigga is like, why? Because he's way older than her. He got a daughter her age. He's mature. She's still young. She's still like going to the BET Awards. For her, is like, Alice in Wonderland. For us, for me, I wouldn't even dare go to BET Awards. I done did it so much in the last 30 years, all these award shows. It's boring to be sitting down waiting for them to break down, set up, break down, set up, break down, set up, break down, set up. Like it's fun when you first go because when you first go, you just witnessing everything for the first time and you seeing different celebrities there. But now nobody goes. No A-list goes. You're not really seeing nobody. The people that go just go because they need something to do or they need the promo, whatever. Those that matter, don't even go no more because it don't mean nothing, right? But you can look at Papoose and like the man won't even walk and hold the woman's hand, bro. He don't walk, and you guys, any man in this chat that when your woman reaches for you and put her arm on you, at some point you're going to pull her hand out and you grab her hand. That is her reaching for comfort. You know what I'm saying? That is her wanting to be close to you. That means, that's her a little bit uncomfortable, even though she's in an award show, even though she's in a boxer. You know what I'm saying? That is called comfort. You know what I'm saying? When she reaches for you and puts her arm under you, that is a comfort thing. You as a man supposed to grab her hand and let her know that she's secure, not her grabbing and like holding on to your arm or your goddamn jacket and stuff. No, you reach down, you grab her hand, and you walk and you hold her hand while you walk. She ain't got to be walking holding on to you like this. That's disrespectful in a relationship if you know anything about courting a woman. But to each his own. And if you look at his face tells it all. That dude is irritated with this girl and he needed to let her go, man. But, you know, is a bag involved. And I understand, but he got to start faking it, bro. He got to start faking it with a fake smile. He gotta like he gotta do something, bro. He gotta let me see if I can find that video of them on the carpet or walking down that thing. And every time you see them, uh she's holding on to him. All right, look. I'm gonna show you two perfect examples right here. Now you got this one right here, the second video. You can see her where she puts her arm under him there, right? You got that one, right? And then you got right here in the second one, you see how she holding on to him? Like he won't even grab her hand, right? Now look at the background. That's a totally different totally different space, right? Look how she holding on to him there. Now here's a different background, right? On that carpet, she holding on to him there, right? Now look at this one here, over here. Look how they coming down. She holding on to him there. Like he's supposed to grab her hand right here. But look at his face. She having a good old time. This nigga here, look at his face. That nigga walking up with her like he a bodyguard. Like he looking to make sure nobody pop out. He trying to jump out of nowhere. But the same thing right here. You see, that's three different occasions where he's walking with her and he's not even doing nothing with his hand, bro. Why won't you hold a woman's hand? And he looks very, very irritated, bro. Very irritated. But to each his own. You know what I mean? To each his own. Like to me, it just makes it look really like he's not really happy right now. Right? Uh so I mean, I know that feeling. I've been there before where you with a chick that's a little bit irritating or whatever, or you not feeling it no more. It's like the relationship has run its course. And yeah, I don't want to hold your hand, but I don't want to tell you I don't want to hold your hand. So I'll just let you just put your hand under my hand, even though I ain't doing nothing with this hand. I ain't got it in my pocket. Nothing. It's only right if you holding on to me and it ain't because we about to fall off a cliff or something that you want some type of comfort. So as a man, he's supposed to hold her hand. That's just proper etiquette, fellas. So if you ever out and your woman grabs on you like this, be a gentleman and grab her hand. All right. Don't embarrass her in front of the world. But that's it for me with the BET Awards. There's really nothing more to say. Uh, of course, no A-list showed up. It was no Beyonce. It was no Drake. You know, I don't even think Kendrick showed up at this time around. Jay-Z ain't show up. It's those who need to go needed to go. That's it. And that's how it's been for the last few years. Now, before I get into this Tupac thing, I just got one more thing to say. Young Miami has the number one record in the country right now, I believe. If it ain't number one on the charts, it's damn near number one in the streets. It's damn near number one on social media. It's damn near number one in the club. It's damn near number one everywhere I go. Uh, yeah, like, that's all you hearing everywhere you go, right? And you even getting scammers they showing they scammed and they getting arrested. So stupid. Black people be doing some stupid stuff, boy. But my thing I wanted to say to Young Miami, if you out there listening, I'm sure somebody gonna send this to you. You know these haters, they be quick to snitch. You know what I mean? But Young Miami, I got one question for you. Why did you get on that song with Fat Joe after he doodled on Diddy? You are a loyal one. You was very loyal to Diddy, and we respect you for that, and we stand with you for that, for not turning against Diddy like everybody else, right? Um, so Miss Miami, didn't you see Fat Joe turn on Diddy, Miss Miami? Why would you go and do a record and help him out, Miss Miami, Miss Young Miami? What are you doing? He doodled on Diddy. Then he talked about how Diddy came at him weird, this, that, and the other. And you've been real loyal to Diddy. So I'm just curious to, you know, Fat Joe turning on Diddy, not being there for Diddy. You know, not only just Fat Joe, it's hundreds of people that turn their back on Diddy. But except for you. I'm just curious to why would you do a song with uh Joseph Carter Hayner after he turned on his man Diddy? I don't know. But you sound good on the song. You hot right now. Stay in your bag, stay in the studio. You might go record a classic album because you're in your bag right now. So you should be locked in the studio. You should be working, 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 because you found your lane. Even though it's ghetto as hell. Scamming women where you at. That is like the most ignorant song we had in a long time, celebrating boosters, thieves, shoplifters, and swipers. Like celebrating people that go and steal and sell stuff for a cheaper price. Okay, boy. Black music, black music, black music. What are we doing, black music? But I still like you, Young Miami. You my little bow thing. My little bow thing. You know what I mean? Um, let's get to Keefe D. Now, let me pull a picture up here of Dwayne Davis, aka Keefe D, aka the Compton legend, right? So today in court, June 30th, if you didn't know, now you know, Keefe D went to court. And they went to court for several reasons. And I talked to y'all about this uh when was it? Maybe last week, Tuesday, we talked about this. And I told you that he will be going back to court today. Well, today happened. Now, happy birthday, Darius. Membership gang in the building. Cancer season, you know what it is. So, a Las Vegas judge said today that the 2019 book by the man accused of orchestrating the murder of Tupac Shakur was allowed, denying attempts to suppress evidence in the high profile murder case. Today in the Clark County the grand jury indicted in September 2023, a County grand jury indicted Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who is 62 years old right now, on a murder charge for the rap icon's 1996 shooting death of Tupac Shakur. Davis has remained in custody since his arrest. Michael Seth Davis, attorney, filed 3 motions attempting to sequester the jury and dismiss evidence, including the 2019 book written by Davis and recorded interviews. On Tuesday, Clark County District Court Judge Carly Kearney denied jury in part, and allowed part and parcel sequestration to be discussed at a later date. Now, that right there is not a yes. That is not a no. Um, but she was saying that her concerns for sequestration may not resolve any of the issues uh, that they may have. But what they trying to do is get the jury to be able to be locked down during the trial and not be able to go home and you know be looking up the trial, even though they don't supposed to or whatever. But they trying to get that request, which it don't even matter because I don't think the judge is gonna separate the jury. I don't. As far as the 2019 book and interview recordings, Save started to read from a 40-page motion to dismiss the evidence. Kearney asked Safe to clarify several points about the evidence. Safe, which is the defense attorney, said the 2019 book had another writer who could have misinterpreted Keefe's actions in regards to Tupac's shooting. Doesn't that disregard every single promotion for that book? The judge said, you don't hold your hand up and say, I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth when you promote a book, the lawyer said. Prosecutors argued that the book was an admissible central piece of evidence in the case and said the materials inside were far from fiction. He chose to release it to the public. Prosecutors said he chose to write it. The judge sided with the prosecutors that the 2019 book was admissible, but said that she took issue with the recordings conducted by police of Davis, which would be Gray Caden and what's his name? Is it Darden? Keefe Darden or something like that? Uh the Gray Caden, somebody gave Gray Caden, they call him Gray Caden. I was like, I gotta use that word. Gray Caden. um, the ruling means the 2019 book will be heard for trial. But the way uh, it looks like Gray Caden's audio with Keefe confession may not be admissible. That's what it was looking like to me. She said she took issue with the recordings conducted by the police of Davis, saying that it was not clearly admissible and could be revisited. So I think right now the judge is saying they might not use Gray Caden's confession, but they could revisit it. And I don't think they want to use Gray Caden's confession because I don't think Gray Caden is allowed to testify due to the corruption he had in other cases. This is why we're not hearing about him. But in his 2019 book and in online interviews, Davis has publicly said that he was sitting in the front passenger seat of the car. Now, listen to this, y'all. Let's just say, for the sake of saying that the judge dismissed Gray Caden's confession, which it sounds like here is what she's saying. But I want to read the court transcripts to hear this on my own, right? If that's true, if they're going to dismiss Gray Caden's, they're going to throw out that confession and they only going with the book. Do y'all understand how many lies is in the book? Determine mine, what up? Do y'all understand how many lies is in the book? Now, in his 2019 book and in online interviews, Davis has publicly said he was sitting in the front passenger seat of the car, which pulled up side by side with Shakur's before the shooting near the Las Vegas Strip. Marion Suge Knight, the then head of Death Row Records, was driving the car with Shakur sitting in the passenger seat. Knight was injured in the shooting. Shakur died from injuries several days later. The 2019 book titled Compton Street Legend, Notorious Keefe D's Street Level Accounts of Tupac and Biggie Murders, Death Row Origins, Suge Knight, Puffy Combs, and the Crooked Cops. Describe the shooting. Tyree, what up? Tupac made a erratic move, and this is Keefe D's in his book. In quotes, Tupac made an erratic move and began to reach down between his seat. Davis writes in his book, it was the first and only time in my life that I could relate to the police command. Keep your hands where I could see them. Instead, Pac pulled out a strap, and that's when the fireworks started. One of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. Now listen, y'all. When did Tupac ever shoot at Keefe D and them? Y'all want to go with the book? They want to go with the book? In the book, Keefe D said Tupac pulled out a gun and shot at them first. So we gonna go with the book? Let me know. For all y'all that want to sit there and say, oh, Keefe D's guilty because he told the interviews because he wrote the book, right? Explain to me, right? If Keefe D said he saw Tupac pull a gun first, and it was the first time in his life that he could relate to the police command, keep your hands where I could see them. Instead, Pac pulled out the strap, and that's when fireworks started. And then that's when one of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. Right? So if y'all want to believe Keefe D, because he did these Vlad interviews, where are the gun casings that Pac shot? Where in some of those cases popped into the BMW or would have been outside the floor, right? Where did Pac ditch the gun that he shot at Keefe D and them with? Why the girls didn't say Tupac shot at them first? TSA Trey, what up? So let me see something. Because in this episode, book written, co-written by the man who prosecutes alleged orchestrated or ordered the 1996 killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur can be used in the trial. A judge ruled Tuesday. The defense attorney for Dwayne Keefe D. Davis tried to bar the 2019 memoir Compton Street Legend from being used in trial, which is scheduled to begin August 10th, as well as statements Davis had made to the police in 2008 and 2009. Davis, 63, faces one charge of murder with a deadly weapon with the intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang in the drive-by shooting of the rapper Tupac Shakur in Las Vegas. They they charge him with one count of murder with a deadly weapon. What weapon do they got? Shakur was in a black BMW on September 7, 1996 in Las Vegas with Death Row Records founder Marion Suge Knight when the white Cadillac pulled up beside them at a red light near the Las Vegas Strip and gunfire erupted. Shakur was shot multiple times and died 6 days later, while Knight survived with minor injuries. Shakur's death is considered one of the most notorious unsolved murders in the United States. The case had gone cold until Davis began making public statements about it, including in the book he co-wrote, in which he said he was in a Cadillac and provided the weapon used to shoot Shakur. The book revived detectives' investigation, and Davis was arrested in September 2023. Davis pleaded not guilty. The state case hinges on the book Davis co-authored about his time in the gang of Southside Compton Crips and statements he made in a YouTube interview. His attorney argued that the book was fictionalized to make a profit and that it was unclear which parts, if any, Davis actually wrote. He also argued that the statements Davis made to the police in 2008 and 9 should not be used in trial because Davis thought he had immunity due to a proffer agreement that allowed him to speak to detectives without being prosecuted. Judge Carly Kearney determined that Davis adopted the statements in the book as his own, regardless if he wrote the whole book. She said he made multiple statements describing the book as the real truth. She also found statements he made to the law enforcement to be voluntarily, but expressed concern that Davis was told in 2008 that he would not be prosecuted for what he said in the interview. Mark DiGiacomo, Chief Deputy District Attorney in Clark County, said those interviews were no longer considered inadmissible when Davis chose to write and speak about the events. The state has the right to prove that Davis wrote. The state has the right to prove that what Davis wrote is true by using those interviews, he said. Had he decided to never write the book, we would not probably have ever been prosecuted for the crime. The prosecutor said, how is that when he gave a statement to Greg Caden and them? When he gave a statement to Greg Caden and them that he did it, why didn't they prosecute him then? So being that he wrote the book, y'all prosecuted him for the crime because he wrote the book? So the book is what y'all prosecuting him on? The book ain't 100% facts. And you can tell by that when he say that Tupac shot at them first. You can tell the book ain't 100% fact when he say that he met up with Suge outside the MGM Grand on Friday, and Suge was like, yo, what's up, big dog? Came and gave him love, and all the women was jocking him because Suge and them niggas pulled up with all the Rolls Royces and got out and gave him love. That didn't happen. Suge and them wasn't there on Friday. They all left on Saturday. So y'all prosecuted him on the book. The book ain't nothing but lies, bro. He don't even know what the hell is in the book. That's where the prosecutor got to show Keefe doing interviews with Vlad and Cam Capone, and they said to him, well, in the book it says this, and Keefe looks off to the right like, and looks at the dude that wrote the book like, yo, you put that in the book? You can tell that Keefe don't know what's in the book. You can tell he did not read it. Even Pork Butt said his fake ass book that he got, all he did was give a nigga a couple of notes. The dude co-wrote all the other things and took Reggie notes and put them together. And Reggie said, nigga, I never even read my own book. And I got him saying that. So I hope that the defense will even grab Reggie saying that, yo, all I did was give some guys some notes and they wrote whatever they added to it and they put the book out and I never even read my own book. And if Keefe D, your lawyer's watching, tell him to hit me up. I'll send him the clip of Reggie saying that. They could put Reggie right on the stand and ask him to Keefe D write this book. And do he believe everything in it? And do he think that Keefe D could have gave notes and never read the book? I will put Reggie on the stand and ask him that. Do you think it's possible that Keefe D just gave them some notes and they put it together and just wrote whatever? And do you believe that there's possible that Keefe D never even read the book? I would ask Reggie down the stairs. As soon as that nigga say no, I will play his interview with him saying, yo, same thing with my book. I never read my book. I just gave the nigga a couple of bullet points. He put it together. I never even read my book. If he could show Reggie saying that on the stand in front of the jury, after Reggie sitting there trying to accuse him of anything or what he's saying is true, show Reggie saying his goddamn self that he got a book out, he gave some notes, and he never even read the book himself. Imagine the jury seeing that. Imagine the prosecutors putting Reggie on the stand to testify against Keefe D, and the defense come and cross Reggie and ask him about the book and show Reggie saying that, nigga, I don't even know what was in my book. That will cause super reasonable doubt. So Keefe D lawyer, if you're watching, hit me up. I'll send you the clip of Reggie and I'm saying that. Because he probably going to try to take it down, but I already got it. So, to me, as of right now, it looks like Greg Caden's secret recording of Keefe D profit agreement. I don't think that's going to be admitted into this. I could be wrong, but from the way it sounded, that's what it looked like to me. And if that is true, I would want to believe that they doing that because they don't want Greg Caden coming in there throwing in the case. For one, Greg Caden doesn't have great credibility. Number two, Reggie doesn't have great credibility. He's a convicted drug trafficker. He's a convicted money launderer. He was a cop that sold drugs and got convicted. He's not going to be a credible person in this case. I guarantee you that. Now, let me play this real quick. And then you got the dude Dirt Rock. He's another one, another convicted criminal that they used in the grand jury that we know that Pork Butt allegedly brought to the grand jury. He wasn't there in Vegas with them. He's trying to say that he was Big Dre's roommate, and Big Dre came back bragging, saying that he did it, which contradicts the story that Orlando did it. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to switch it to Big Dre because Suge said Orlando wasn't the shooter. So now everybody, they trying to move the goalposts and say, oh, it was Dre. They said it was a big medium. But all these years, It was Orlando until Suge said Orlando wasn't the shooter, and then they tried to change it up. All right, let's get into this. Let me do my legal thing. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 and under Copyright Act 1976 allows it made for fair use, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing on profit education or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. You heard? Joke, no joke, I'm using this under fair use. Criticize, comment, as well as news reporting and researching the Tupac Shakur case. Let's get into this.
Is in court as a judge weighs whether his own words can be used against him. At issue, whether the government can use Davis's confessions during police interviews and his memoir as evidence. Prosecutors argue he either lied in those confessions or he's lying now about his innocence and that he can't have it both ways at trial. Let's bring in our legal analyst and trial attorney, Brian Buckmeyer. So, what could prosecutors use from Davis's memoir, and what are his lawyers, arguments against it?
Yeah, so Kerry, here in this 2019 memoir by Davis, or as he's known as Keefe D, he basically gives an outline as to him orchestrating the death and killing of Tupac Shakur, calling himself a shot caller, as well as saying that he provided the weapon that actually led to the death of Tupac Shakur. And that, I think, is the timeline and the explanation and the words that prosecutors are hoping to create a backbone to their case.
So Davis's lawyers say that he had a deal with the LAPD, that the information in his interviews wouldn't be used against him. So how are prosecutors trying to get around that now?
Yeah, so back in the days when they were investigating, they being the FBI and the LAPD, the deaths of both Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G., they asked Keefe D what happened, and he gave a full-throated, what the prosecution is saying, his confession as to his involvement at that time. Now, what the prosecutors are saying is that that agreement between the FBI and the LAPD is null and void because Keefe D went out and gave a memoir, gave interviews, basically didn't uphold his end of the bargain with this deal not to prosecute and giving him immunity. And so if he didn't uphold his end of the deal, then they're saying they shouldn't be held to that same standard of saying this deal still exists. And they want to use those statements in those interviews and those interrogations against him.
So another high-profile rap murder could come into play here. Why do prosecutors want to use documents about the murder of notorious B.I.G.?
Kira, why many of these people that I'm going to list and name have denied any involvement. There have been many rumors, and those rumors have grown into investigations that Tupac Shakur, Sean Diddy Combs, and others had involvement not only in the deaths of Tupac Shakur, but also Notorious B.I.G. 6 months later. And so with these rumors floating, again, all these people denying any kind of involvement, prosecutors are going to be asking questions of Keefe D about his involvement not only in Tupac Shakur's death, but also in the Notorious B.I.G. And as those documents that have been turned over to the defense, and the prosecutor saying, we want to use this because we think that the information that talks about the death of the Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie can be used in this case about Tupac Shakur. We may learn more and new information we probably never heard about in his death before.
Brian Buckmeyer, we'll track it.
Well, as you can see, we get into the nitty gritty of it all. You know what I'm saying? So what we will see come August 10th, I don't know if that's going to change. As of right now, it looked like it's not. Um, I really don't know what to say, but I think as of right now, if I'm not mistaken from what I'm seeing here, Gray Caden's confession is going to be thrown out or inadmissible, and the book will be admissible in court. I think for me, if what I'm seeing and if what I'm saying is right, I think the book hurts the defense. Even though they want to use the book as his own confession, right? When you start looking at the evidence in the book, or if you start looking at the statements in the book and you take the statements in the book and you match them with real life evidence, a lot of stuff don't match up. Keefe D and them saying that they was at the light facing Las Vegas Boulevard and Suge and them was at the light on going to 662, and they both pulled up at the light on Koval and Flamingo. If Keefe D and them see Tupac and them across the light, he said they was at the light, they was at the light. He's like, there he go right there. And the girls going, Tupac, Tupac. You think this thing could have drove all the way up the block, turned around, made a U-turn, and got on the side of them right here and shot? Like they would have been sitting at that light that long, waiting? And they was the first two cars at the light, K-Dub and Suge. Right. So if they go with the book, they're going to say Tupac shot first in the book. And then they're going to ask the forensics officers, you know, were there any shots that came from the BMW? No. Keefe D's lying. Right? Was there any gunshot residue on Tupac's hand in the coroner's report, in the hospital report? Was there any gunshot fire residue inside the BMW? Were there any additional shells found outside of the shells that was found? No. Well, y'all say Tupac shot at us first. That's what Keefe D said. If they cannot prove that, what do you think that's going to do for the jury? If I'm on the jury, right? If I'm on the jury and they tell me that everything in that book is true, and then the defense lawyer says, okay, he brings up analysts and specialists that tells me Tupac never shot a gun. There's no gun residue on Tupac. There's no gun residue in the car. There's no gun residue with Tupac at the hospital. There's no gun residue on Tupac in the ambulance. There's no gun in Tupac's hand when Chris Carroll pulled him out of the car. But y'all telling us we going off this book. This book is what we going off of. And in this book, Keefe D tells us Tupac shot at us first. What do you think I'm saying if I'm a juror and the defense proved to me that Tupac never even had a goddamn gun? If security had no gun, what the hell was Tupac doing with a gun? Get it? So going with the book that's filled with plagiarism and lies. Okay, prosecutors, y'all better off looking at pork butt than to sit there saying that Tupac shot at them first out the BMW. Y'all really gonna go with that? Okay, go with that book and see what kind of conviction y'all get. Go with the book where Keefe D said he met up with Suge and them on Friday at the MGM and the girls gave him love and everything, and Suge and Tupac and them pulled up on a Friday. And they let Keefe D's lawyers show that subpoena Jamala, subpoena Kadada, subpoena the Outlaws, subpoena Suge, subpoena everybody. Asked, what day did y'all leave to go to Vegas? Saturday. So how did Keefe D see y'all on Friday? He couldn't have. We wasn't there. More doubt for the jury. Keefe D is a liar. Everything in this book is a goddamn lie. How all you go with the book, prosecutors. And if the defense is watching me, I just gave them the defense. Let them go with the book and prove everything that they said, everything that's in the book is a lie. Prove it and create all the doubt in the jury. Tupac shot at y'all first. Prove that he didn't ever even have a gun. Keefe D said he met up with Suge and Tupac and them in front of the MGM on Friday. Prove they were not in Vegas on Friday. That will create so much doubt in the jury that this dude is lying in the book. Prove that they rented a car. Show the rental records. Show them returning the rental car. He said Big Meech was in the van with them, right? He said Big Meech was there. Subpoena Big Meech. Big Meech, was you in the car with Keefe D and them when they killed Tupac? What you think Meech gonna say? They lucky I'm not on this case. I'm subpoenaing Meech. Keefe D said in this book, Meech, you was in the van with them. Now, if Meech gets subpoenaed and he go up there and say, nigga, I don't even know this nigga. Now, Meech is a proven lie. Tupac had a gun is a proven lie. They met up in front of the MGM on Friday is another proven lie. You think the jury's going to believe anything that Keefe D said after the defense proves that these three are lies? Those are major lies. Oh, yeah, Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown was sitting in the car when Zip gave Keefe D the gun. Subpoena Foxy Brown. Defense. Were you in the car with Zip when he gave this man a gun? I wasn't even in Las Vegas. I was in Chicago or Detroit doing the show with Nas and AZ. But in the book, Keefe D said Foxy Brown was at the fight. So, defense, hopefully you watching. I done gave you so much for your defense. If they going off that book and you goofies out there, this is why niggas is still laughing at you, thinking that goddamn book is factual and that book is going to convict Keefe D. That book is going to set him free. Not to mention the plagiarism that's in that book that they took from other people's books. And Declare, what up? So we'll see what takes place. I'm very, 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 very interested. But now that we know that they going with the book and they throwing out Greg Caden's interview, it's inadmissible. Keefe D got a hell of a chance, y'all. Because they ain't got no gun. They ain't got no car. They going off the book? Anybody can say this book, everything in this book is the truth. You not under oath. You can say whatever you want. Writing the book saying it's a true story doesn't mean it's a true story. So, choke no joke, that's the update. I'll at y'all tomorrow. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Hey, yo, Reggie. Tell Karen over there, your little couple, Karen and Kuta Kente, keep my goddamn name out their mouth. All right? And I appreciate you, Reggie, correcting Karen, talking about Iran whacking sugar off. I never said that, and I appreciate you for being an honest man and correcting her and saying what I said. And thank you for coming out and letting everybody know that that story was true. And it was Big U. I didn't know that was Big U. Well, I ain't know Big U back then. But you might be right. That could have been Big U, right? But thank you, Pork Butt, for checking Karen and Kuta Kente over there. I see they keep me in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would love to pay me for an interview, y'all can do that. I will gladly come over there and set y'all straight, Karen and Kuta Kente. God damn it. Choke no joke. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow. All right? Good looking, Pork Butt, for putting Karen in her place. Stay out of black folks' business. And don't you know Reggie's a racist, allegedly? You don't hear all the racist stuff he say, Karen? Allegedly. You don't hear how he talk about white people, Karen? You and Kuta Kente got some goddamn nerve keep bringing my name up. It's all good, though. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Malaikum salam, Abdul. You choke no joke. I'm here now. All right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Karen and Kuta Kente.
How I do it. This is a diss, would be specific. Hit you with a sub, you blacklisted. Her third tour, it's ridiculous. You in the crowd, babysitting. Mad at pics, fans flicking. You got a Billy, they dick licking. Kids, your son and dad missing. You duck in the swab, results prison.
Hit that
I
like
see
button.
your
Hit
face
that
is
like
the
button.
man prism. Y'all rats, are you kidding? And if you sign, you have no wisdom. Integrity missing, money mission. Lamar Latrells in your system. Camel licking, nerves switching. Are y'all kidding? Y'all Virginian. Success, y'all dream sex. Sold a lot of units, but still checks. Squares, Nike, I run with checks. People use Marcy as pets. I move his skin, you on your head. All your tunes are dead. You ugly like your dreads. No bag, I'm on your head. No fag, I'm my shooter. You the glad Duke shooter. You do balls, but no hooters. Choke no joke, I am the future with no Malloy. You play with boys, be out here wishing she was a boy. You her decoy, you her bitch. Choke no joke, I am the shit. Yo Cam, get off my dick. Mad Jim, king of the dips. Without Jewels, you have no hits. Your last hit was True Life. When he caught you with that right. Yo Big Joe, am I right? Nigga Dane saved your life. And then you crossed him for home. Got on stage with Ho. You an actor, you ain't Poe. Joke no joke. You already know. Yo, man, I'm done, man.
Choke no joke, you already know. I'm out. Please hit that subscribe button. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, help a brother out, man. Hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It's free. It's just a push of a button, baby. Choke no joke. You know how I do. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke.